£207.36. That was the second check, second payment or second salary that I have received from Google since starting my YouTube channel on the 9th of January. So today I'm going to share with you some of the numbers that helped achieve that £207. If you have a YouTube channel or you're thinking of starting one and you're interested in what the income or revenue looks like once you become monetized. And again, to confirm, in order to be monetized, you need to have A, a channel, B, 4,000 watch hours in a 1 year period, and C, 1,000 subscribers in that 1 year period. So if you are successful enough to have achieved it, the next thing that will come along is the monetization revenue from each of your videos that you've posted. So £207.36. Let's have a look at exactly what it took to achieve that payout. On the screen here, I'm sharing with you each of the individual videos and also the revenue tracker. So you can see as I scroll along through each of the videos that have been posted, the video that is attached to that posting. And also if I go above, you can then see what revenue was generated from that individual video. So as you can see here, the month of March. So I started in January. I received my first payment in February. And then this is the follow-up payment now in March. Although we are in May technically now, I'm currently generating and culminating April's payout, but I have now received the March payment into my bank account, and that was the £207. But as I scroll through each of the videos here, we can have a look at how successful they were. So my Do Problems Come in Threes, that generated £2.62. And as I scroll through, you can see I posted my first short here, which generated £2.84. And then as I started to see an increase in performance, you can see here that my vintage video generated £12.62. So thank you to everybody that watched that video. And as I scroll along, you can see that I started to find a little bit of momentum as we got towards the tail end of March. Revenue increasing on one video to £16.72. And then I had a nice little spike with the Keir Starmer Mother's Day video that I shared, which generated £31.09. Now, I will say that was a very short video, so it didn't have any monetization in the middle of it. So that earnings was just simply from the adverts that are placed by YouTube at the beginning and the end of the video. It was not an 8-minute long video, which would allow you to then submit mid-roll adverts, which are also revenue generators. So let's go specifically and have a look at some of the content within the page and tell you exactly what I had to do to earn that £200+. So you can see here for the month of March, I was able to generate 64,000 views. There was a total number of impressions. Now, just to explain the difference, a view is when somebody actually physically clicks on the video and goes to watch a portion of it. And of course, that could be for a matter of seconds before they eventually click out. Impressions is when your video, title, thumbnail, etc. are displayed to a potential viewer. So my videos went out to 700,000 people and 64,000 of those chose to click through and actually watch. So that resulted in a 5.7% click-through. And again, somewhere between 5 and 6 is fairly representative of a newish YouTube channel. I'm sure the big channels that have millions of followers maybe perform slightly better, but for me, between 5 and 6 is a good result. The average view time on my videos is 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So we can actually go into each of these and just see which video was generating the longest view time. You can see here that this video, which was the No More Car, No More Gym video that I made, had an average view time of 7 minutes. So really solid performance on it. Now, if I take you through into the audience, you can see here again for the same time period, we had 8.3k viewers returning. So people that have watched previous content coming back, so 8,000. Of that, there were 38,000 unique viewers, so not subscribers, coming back to the content. And also from that, I was able to generate 242 subscribers. And again, just having a look, there were periods here where I actually went into a negative. So what I would say to relatively new channels or people new to YouTube is swings, ups and downs, highs and lows will come as standard with your channel. Not every video will resonate well with the audience. Also, you're finding your feet. I've been on this platform since January. I'm not an expert. I know my way around the platform, but I'm still learning when it comes to postings, content, topics. And of course, I was lucky enough to gain 4,000 subscribers from my very first video. As I've started to then span out my content, there will be people that just don't resonate any longer who want to leave. There will be bots on the platform who are automatically connecting and subscribing to channels which have got suddenly a quick rise in terms of viewership, and bots will be removed by YouTube. You will have no idea why somebody's clicked on and then clicked off from a subscriber perspective, or what's really going on behind the scenes. So try not to sweat it. I know it's hard, but try not to sweat it. For me, I actually watched over the last month my subscribers decline. So if I show you here on this image, I'm currently sitting at 5,585 subscribers. But if I scroll through the chart here, there was a decline in my subscribers from a total of, this will be slightly off screen, but let's say 4,835. I actually declined down to the lowest point of 4,756. Difficult to watch, but you have to just go with the flow here on the YouTube. You're never going to continually keep adding and adding. Sometimes people will pull back. Just accept it, keep making your content and move on. But then I went on a nice run, and towards the end of the month managed to pull back to 5,098. So that was actually quite a successful finish to the end of the month to bring in that £200 revenue. Some other areas to pay attention to. It's also helpful to have a look at when your viewers are typically engaging in content, because that lets you know when you should think about posting new videos. For me, I try to always hit from around 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. to get a new video posted, but I don't always manage it. Sometimes it's a little bit later depending on how much editing is going into that video. But I use these statistics to give me some recommendation as to when I should try and share a video online. And again, below here, I'm using a plugin here called TubeBuddy, which just also gives me confirmation as to when the best time to post videos. In terms of subscribers that have got notifications turned on, 11% of my audience have all of the main alerts activated. And then in terms of watch time from subscribers, not subscribed, slightly higher. And then again, in terms of the age brackets that are watching, that hasn't really changed too much since the first month. Typically in and around the kind of 35 years plus. So thank you to everybody. So as I scroll down to the top content for this time period, you can see here the views on the right hand side. So the Keir Starmer video, 22,000 views. The how much YouTube pays for a 93,000 viewed video. 11,000 views. So content is still generating interest despite the fact that it's becoming a little bit older now in terms of when it was created, but still interesting to have a look at. Okay, so that covers my March paycheck from Google. So thank you, Google, but more importantly, thank you to everybody that has followed along, that has joined me from the beginning or joined me in the middle of this journey and decided to engage in the content. If you're watching it, thank you. If you're subscribing to it, thank you. If you are engaging in comments, thank you. I appreciate all of you. This has been a real whirlwind start to the year for me, from initially going out of work at the tail end of 2024 to now starting this channel and finding some momentum in it. So last month, my check was over £140 once it was actually finally paid into my bank account. And this month I've been able to generate £207. So a nice steady increase month on month. And now we'll wait and see what April looks like, and I'll share that at the end of next month. The plan for me is to try and share this information once a month as a little mini series. So if you're considering YouTube, you're considering having a channel, I hope this is in some way helpful to you to set expectations as to what you might be able to earn on the platform. I wish you the absolute best if you decide to step into being a content creator. It certainly is very invigorating. I've loved it so far. So thanks everyone. We'll be back in another video. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And apart from that, YouTube thinks this video here is maybe what you might want to watch next. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for watching.